Wit Tuttell, you're here in Dublin representing North Carolina, a very special place. Why should people visit it?
Yeah, North Carolina has about 900 kilometers. It's a huge state. We have some of the highest mountains in the eastern United States, some of the most undeveloped beaches. What I love most about it is just great stories. We've got a great Scotch-Irish history, a lot of those things still around today. We have some of the places in the Outer Banks, such as the Cape Hatteras National Seashore, where people can go. And there's a little island called Ocracoke, which is actually the place where Blackbeard the pirate was killed. And they speak a thing called the Ocracoke brogue because they're so isolated. They still have this accent sort of from the old world. So there's a lot of those great authentic American experiences of the South. We're called North Carolina, but we're in the southern United States. So people can experience that everywhere from the Blue Ridge Parkway to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in North Carolina, to these Appalachian culture where the music still reigns through, and there are jack tales and all sorts of old stories they can get. There's a thing called the Blue Ridge Music Trail where they can go and hear Americana music, jam sessions, and this folk style. So there's a lot of great things. We have some Revolutionary War battlefields where we talk with the Irish about that, not so much with the English, but there was a lot of the Scotch-Irish that actually fought on both sides of that war, and that history is still there in North Carolina.
We have a direct flight to Charlotte. How should people plan their journey?
Yeah, I would say it's such a big state that you really want to take some time. You can come into Charlotte and it's a quick just an hour or two up into the mountains. Charlotte is the home to NASCAR, American sport racing, so you can see that. We also have about 150 craft breweries, and the beer scene in North Carolina is very popular. So you can spend a few days drinking and hanging out in Charlotte, and then you can head up into the mountains, see some of that Appalachian culture, drive the Blue Ridge Parkway, see some of those areas, and then I would head across to the coast. And you want to spend a few days on the coast as well, because we have some of the most undeveloped beaches. It's about 2,000 shipwrecks off the coast, and you can see where the Wright brothers first flew, some really historic sites, and also Jockey's Ridge, which is the tallest living sand dune in America, and you can actually hang glide off it.
These are iconic names. Thank you very, very much, Wit Tuttell.